Can't afford therapy? Try journaling for self-healing first. Welcome to my channel. I'm the teen going through spiritual awakening, as you already know me. And today we are going to be talking about journaling and how it helped me in my self-healing. I'm going to give you all the scientific reasons behind how it works, why it works, and there is also a free gift for all of you at the end of this video. So let's start. I want to start this video on a note that I am not a professional therapist. I'm Sharanya. I'm the teen going through spiritual awakening, and I share things from my personal experience and what helped in my personal growth journey. This video will include everything you need to know about journaling, and most of all, I'm going to give you journaling prompts at the end of the video. So let's start. What is journaling and why am I even talking about it? Journaling is the basic process of writing down your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, anything that has been tricking you or anything that you need more clarity about. Like we see in movies that Dear Diary, I'm Elena and that was my day. That was just a reference from my favorite TV show. Guess what TV show that is in the comments. So yes, journaling is that basic, right? But we have to go deeper than that in order to understand anything. Journaling will help you gain clarity about who you are, what you want, and how you should, do your things and everything. So, for example, if I was a child, I had been told that this is right, that is wrong, and that is how you work with life. So, my brain, which is just like a computer, it programs things, right, that help me have a sense of self that, okay, this is wrong, this is right, and this is how I lead my life because that was what I was taught. Journaling will help you relearn, reparent yourself into the best version of yourself. If you have any negative thinking patterns, if you feel that there are just some limiting beliefs that have been blocking me, then trust me, journaling will be your savior, right? So, journaling, what are the benefits of journaling? Why am I talking about it? So, journaling helps in processing your emotions, completely feeling your emotions, which I'm a very big campaigner of here. Journaling will also help you in completely knowing yourself. Journaling will help you in reprogramming your subconscious mind because as humans, it is completely natural to have some, negative limiting beliefs, negative thinking patterns, and there is always a way to solve them. And I feel journaling is one of the best ways to help with that. Also, there was a Penn Baker study in the 1900s, as far as I remember, and it stated that there were several people, they were told to journal about their past experiences and traumas for 21 days straight. Correct me if I'm wrong. And so, what happened was that they experienced drastic changes, right? So, after 21 days, the people were more clear, more confident, and more at peace with themselves. That gives us a point that you can journal about your past experiences, you can journal as your past self, you can also journal about the parts of yourself that you avoid. Also, journaling helps with a fancy term that we use in neuroscience, which is known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the basic, the most fundamental thing of the neurons. So, our neurons, they can, they connect like wires, so they have various connections. So, neuroplasticity is a term that refers to the ability of neurons to create new connections, to create neural pathways that align with our highest self. You can't heal what you don't feel. The universe will completely isolate you when it senses that you are avoiding or you are not healing a part of yourself that it needs you to move on to the next level. It will completely isolate you, right? You will feel that, oh my god, I'm having so many frequent fights, I'm like, getting in trouble. The universe is just trying to take people away from my life. Well, trust me, honey, it's for your own betterment. You need to level up. You need to get on the second level so that the universe can give you everything that your heart desires for. And most of all, get you ready for your ultimate purpose. Right. So, how to start journaling? So, to start journaling, romanticize. Romanticize your effing life, right? Create a safe space. You can light some candles. You can light some incense, change into your lounge, and get comfortable, right? You can sit alone in a room, which I recommend, and low lights, some candles, some low music if you'd like. You can also get some hot chocolate or some tea or beverage, anything that you like, and just sit with yourself, sit with your emotions. Journaling is a form of exposure therapy to discomfort and to stop the cycle of avoiding emotions. So you might feel really discomfortable, really uh, at turmoil with yourself, which is extremely fine because journaling will allow you to feel that discomfort, allow you to feel that turmoil, so that you can rebuild yourself. Right? There was a very famous quote that went around. I remember I rose from the ashes, and I remember that I died to be this version of myself. So obviously, I will protect it fiercely. And I managed to give birth to something even better. Of course, I rephrased that quote, but it is one of my favorite quotes of all time. Journaling helps you rebrand yourself into the dream self that you have always wanted to be. So, yes, first point is create a safe space. You can romanticize it all you want. You can light some candles. You can have a tub of ice cream if you want. Just sit alone in a room or wherever you like. You can also sit in nature, right? Any place that makes you feel more connected to yourself, any place that gives you more relaxation, do that. Second, I want you to get a diary like this. Anything will work, honestly, but I like to write down my things instead of typing them, and I feel that is very more useful than typing. So, get a diary like this, get a pen, and start writing, right? So, I'll give you some journal prompts if you don't know where to start at the end of this video. It's free for everyone, so you can take that. But yes, create a safe space for yourself and start writing. You can write in a diary, a notebook, anything. Just start writing, right? You write the date, you write the day, and write the time if you want to, right? Then start with Dear Sharane. Sharane is my name, you can start with your name, right? Of course. Dear XYZ, this was my day, this is how I'm feeling, and then if you want, you can use the journaling prompts I'll give you afterwards. Third, romanticize, create a safe space, and the third is express. Express yourself fully. Sometimes there will be emotions that are too hard to express in words. Sometimes there will be days when you don't feel like writing. Sometimes there will be days when you just want to quit. You don't want the discomfort, right? The day was already bad enough, and then writing it down, it's just going to reaffirm it. That's the program that goes in your brain. But working through those days, proving to yourself that I am capable enough of doing it, it's just gonna get you farther along in your journey than anything else can. You cannot build anything without discomfort, right? You gotta build, you gotta put in the reps. You gotta get up, you gotta, grind, as we say it. But with journaling, take your time, right? I don't want you to force yourself. And I have been a personal victim with this. Not a victim, I'd say, but a very, this was a thing that I suffered from. I used to, take my journal, I used to sit in a room for hours, and I wanted to, get completely healed, be healed 100%. And I used to just tire myself out. With journaling, you need to understand the difference between when you want the time and when you want to avoid feeling. So for me personally, that was that I wanted some more time to process my last journaling session, but I didn't give myself that. I continued, and that led me to burnout, right? I stopped journaling for a while after that. But then I continued. I understood that you cannot force yourself into healing. It will take time, it's a gradual, messy process, and it's completely fine for it to take time. Right. Also, cry. Cry a lot. You might see me saying this in all of my videos. Cry your heart out, honey. When you're journaling, there will be so many emotions that will come up. There will be so much of that past hurt. Any emotion that will surface up, you need to feel it, right? Any emotion that comes up while you're writing, while you're journaling, while you're just in your thoughts, you have to feel it completely and then go through it, move through, right? So I always say that with emotions, to avoid or to remove an emotion, there is no other way but through it. So you have to move through the emotion, like so imagine you're standing at a walkway and a lot of fog clouds, they come in front of you. You just can't avoid them, right? Like, shoo shoo, go away. No, you need to go through it. And that's the only way you go through emotions. So, any emotions that come up, feel them. And I feel crying is a major part of healing, right? Like, I used to cry so much, even sometimes I do now as well whenever I'm journaling. It's completely human to cry. There's nothing bad about crying. And in fact, if you thought that, I can't cry, I'll get weak, or that's just not a sign of strength, honey. Feeling your emotions to their full extent and feeling everything that is going on here, that is the best strength you can have. So please, if you felt that crying made you feel weak, shut up. Really, just shut up. Try crying for once, okay? Crying also helps the sad hormones and anything that isn't serving your brain to be out through your tears, right? So all these sad hormones that go up in our brain, that the chemical reactions that go in our brain that induce sadness, pain, or just how, mental pain, it comes as a physical pain, it all is relieved through crying. So cry yourself, right? Fourth or fifth, I don't know, I lost track. But next point is that you need to comfort yourself instead of being judging, right? The whole world is out there to judge you. Everyone, including the people who are watching this video, they are judging you, they're judging me, they're judging everyone around them, and that's completely human, right? But the only difference between a secure and an insecure person is a secure person will judge and leave. An insecure person will judge and speak. So be the person you want to today. Do not judge yourself, right? Comfort yourself that you had the courage, that you have the ounces of courage to sit and to feel your emotions completely. Give yourself a pat on the back because you chose to sat through the hard days, through the bad days, to get through it, right? You didn't avoid it, you didn't run away, you simply let yourself feel. And that's a major achievement. That's for you. So, what are some roadblocks to journaling? These are some of the challenges that I have faced myself and that I have seen people face with journaling. First is the fear of facing your traumas, right? Take small steps. If you fear and if you feel that I just can't do it, or I am too afraid that this will happen if I face my traumas. So let me tell you, nothing will happen if you feel and if you process your trauma. But if you need more time, simply take small steps, right? Even if you took out 2 minutes of your day to sit with yourself, you maybe did nothing, you just sat alone with your thoughts. That's a major breakthrough, right? Mental health is not a destination, it's a habit that you promote, that you provide in your daily routine, and that's how you get to the best of your mental state. So it's fine. If you fear it, take more time. But let me tell you, fear is not an emotion that tells us that we should back off. Fear is an emotion that tells us that, well, you're already there, get it over with. But it can manifest in many forms. So it's okay. Take your time, pause for a while, and maybe when you feel ready, come back to journaling. Second, feeling stuck or extremely emotionally drained. It's completely fine. When you journal, there will be so many emotions that will come up that some days you will feel like, what is wrong with me? What am I even feeling? It's completely fine. Journaling helps sometimes to relive your past, right? Which is necessary sometimes to completely process your emotions and completely process your past experiences. So it's fine. There will be days when you will feel like crying your heart out, right? You'll be, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But you won't know the reason for oh my god, which is completely fine. Take your time, pause for a while, try meditation, right? Whenever you're confused about your emotions, whenever you're confused about anything in life, or whenever it's just too much mental fog, meditate. Just close your eyes and sit, right? Your inner mind, your subconscious, if you believe in the universe, if you believe in God, or any supreme energy that you believe in, it will always lead you to the path, to the right path, right? Just close your eyes and have faith. If you want a video on meditation, I believe it will be coming up very soon. Third, third of all is feeling extremely overwhelmed, which is completely fine, right? Trust me. So whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I like to use the three column method, right? So what is three column method? You create three different columns: what I control, what I influence, and something that is out of my control. You make these 3 columns and then you write down the things, right? If you feel that something you're worrying about or something that is making you overwhelmed is out of your control, then let it go. I also sometimes like to create a bit of a flow chart. Now, don't get me wrong here. Journaling is how you can process your emotions. These are things that I feel will really help you out. So, create a flow chart of your problem, right? Write down your problem. Then, can I control this problem? If it's a yes, how can I control it? If it's a no, then, well, then what's the point of worrying, right? If you cannot control something, then what is the point of worrying about the outcome? Right? With that sorted, there is one more point that I'd like to add, right? Whenever you're feeling that there is an emotion that I am just not able to digest, diagrams help emotions feel digestible. I can put pictures up here of pages of my journal when I simply scribbled, right? I did not do anything. I scribbled. And even that scribbling helped me in some way, maybe. Some way it helped me in processing the emotions, right? I'll put them up here if you want to see, but it's okay. Sometimes we are not able to write. Sometimes we're not in the mood to write. Scribble. That's completely fine. Scribble, right? Also, there is one more thing. I like to use the iceberg method, right? The iceberg method is that, okay, so let's take an example that I am feeling hateful. I am feeling hateful of XYZ. An arrow. Why am I feeling hateful of XYZ? Then another arrow. Okay, but where is this coming from? Like that, you get deeper and deeper and deeper. Like an iceberg, right? The tip is at the top, but there is the major portion which is below the water. Exactly, that's how our mind is. So maybe sometimes the things that appear really easily in our conscious mind are some things even deeper in our subconscious, right? Also, healing is so there was a person who gave this theory that healing is like an onion peeling, right? So you'll release the same thing, you'll come back in circles again and again and again to release the same thing to its core, right? Maybe it will take you a lot of time to release just one thing. Maybe you felt that I'm completely healed from it, but then it comes knocking at your door again, and it's fine. Healing will take time because you're doing it right? It'll go around in layers, right? Healing is not linear, it's like a loop. You have to break through it and then you have to increase your vibration. Coming up to the last section of this video, I want to close off this video with the shadow work prompts that I wanted to provide and the homework that you need to do. So some shadow work prompts that can be, what are the emotions that I feel the most uncomfortable dealing with? What are words or actions that trigger a very strong emotional reaction in me? What are things that turn me off when I'm seeing someone or that turn me off in a relationship, even in a friendship? What are things I wish people understood about me more? What are parts of me that I feel I need to accept more? What parts of me do I hide a lot? What are things that I haven't forgiven myself for? And trust me, these are just examples, right? If you want the free PDF of my handpicked journal prompts, just head over to my channel, subscribe, please, it helps me a lot. And then go over to the link in my bio, right? There will be a link for a Substack post. Just click over there, put in your email, and the free document of my best journaling prompts, handpicked specially for you, for free, will be in your inbox, right? I really want to help you guys. Now, listen before you close this video. Your homework for today is you need to get at least 15 minutes of solitude in this week, right? I don't care. Skip a meeting, skip a breakfast, skip a dinner, skip anything. But I need you to plan out at least 15 minutes of intentional solitude in this week. Plan your day or week already, right? Okay, so maybe I had something with my friends planned, or maybe I had something that I didn't want to go to. Okay, cancel it. Do your journaling and start healing, right? You might not know this, but when we can't change the world around us, we are forced to change ourselves. So it's fine, okay? You are not doing something wrong by saying no. It's completely fine to say no. And if you're free, well, then that's the best. Really, but your first homework is you need to take out at least 15 minutes of your time this week to give to journaling. Second homework is Get yourself a diary like this if you don't have one, right? Get a diary and a pen. It can be as beautiful as you want, it can be as basic as you want. Just get it. And third homework is use at least one or two of the shadow work prompts that I will be giving out that you can take by signing up. Not even sign up, right? Just put in your email in the Substack. There's a link in my bio, right? Go over there, click on it, and there will be an option that will be asking you for an email. Put your email there, and the shadow work prompts, the PDF of the work prompts that I picked myself, will be in your inbox. It's completely free. Use those prompts, at least two of them or at least one of them. That's your third homework. And fourth is realize that mental health is a habit, not a destination. So be gentle to yourself. I hope you like this video. It would really help me if you could subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down your favorite part about this video. If you have any queries, you can comment down that as well. It really helps me a lot, right? As the teen going through spiritual awakening, I am really privileged to have a community like you. And I feel extremely privileged to the people who subscribe to me. So go hit that subscribe button and go rock the world. You can do it. Trust me, you've got this. Bye. I'll see you in the next one. Do hit that subscribe button.